This case is being counted as community transmission.
Yes, that's right. And it's even though it's an overseas traveller already in hotel quarantine, it's believed that this person actually picked up the virus on the 11th floor of the Sofitel Wentworth, meaning that it wasn't a case that came in from overseas. It was actually picked up in the hotel, and that's why it's included in the community transmission numbers, which will mean technically it's the second case that we've seen coming from the 11th floor of the Sofitel after the 47-year-old security guard was first reported on Sunday, and genomic sequencing has now linked all three cases, an overseas traveller, this new case and the security guard, and been this more transmissional UK strain. Let's hear more from the Premier, what she had to say this morning.
Health believes they acquired it after they went into the hotel, so we're being very upfront about that. They are an overseas traveller, but they didn't have the virus, we believe, when they came into the hotel. We understand from Health that they acquired it whilst they were in the hotel.
The Premier also says because this person is in hotel quarantine, there's no risk of spread to the wider community. And New South Wales Health just posted on Twitter, investigations into the nature of transmission continue, but Health can confirm that there is no shared air conditioning between the rooms, which all have their own units. The units also do not connect to the corridor. So investigations are still underway to determine how these infections got passed on. But it's believed this new case may be the missing link between the overseas traveller and also the 47-year-old security guard. Now, asked this morning whether this is going to affect New South Wales and Sydney's restrictions settings, the Premier said no, and in fact it's likely restrictions will be eased at the end of the next 3 weeks, because that will mean that all hotel quarantine workers will be fully vaccinated by then. Take a listen.
We've always said that we'll feel that slight bit of relief once all of our hotel quarantine workers get the second dose of the Pfizer, and that's happening now. So as you know, in the first 3 weeks, we vaccinated 35,000 people. Around 10,000 of those people worked in our quarantine system, and now they'll be receiving their second jab.
And in fact, Tom, today is the first day in New South Wales or in Sydney rather, you can stand up and have a drink in a bar or a pub, and it coincides with St Patrick's Day, which is today. I'm not in an Irish pub today. The weather hasn't been too great, but those restrictions easing, they kick in today.